So I washed my hair yesterday before I went to bed, and it's the first time I'm using these hair, I don't know how they're called, like hair clips. It's 3 of them. I slept this way. It wasn't that convenient, but it wasn't worse than the others that I used to braid my hair. So I'm excited to see how they turn out and most importantly, how long they're going to last for. Let's see. I ordered them from Shane, I believe, to some time ago, but I just forgot to use them. And I'm such a big fan of things that just save a lot of my time these days. And hair is something that typically takes a lot of my time if I really wanna, look somewhat appropriate. And for me, this is like, hopefully, a great tool. So far, not really impressed, but I think that's the most important part over here. This looks kind of a bit promising. That's nice. I woke up extra early this morning by myself, and surprisingly Artem is sleeping in a lot, and I managed to prep a vegetable soup and let it cook while I was getting ready. Then I forgot that it was on the pot, but thankfully everything is fine. So now, just the finishing touches are left, adding a little bit of sour cream, and the recipe also says a little bit of vinegar, like balsamic vinegar, but yeah, let's see. It's a vegetable soup that's appropriate for obviously us and then for Artem as well, because I'm just trying to cook stuff that we can all eat rather than cooking separately for him. Obviously sometimes I do it, like some of his favorite stuff, like scrambled eggs or like banana pancakes. These are stuff that we also eat, but I primarily make for him. And Sioma loves soups, so I always make sure to have some kind of soup here and there. I was kind of lazy in the morning and I was thinking, should I make it or should I not? But now I'm glad I did it, so I don't have to think about it the whole day, and I think we're gonna have a lot of leftover. So that's always a plus. This is how the soup turned out. It's a vegetable soup, pretty easy. Basically all the leftovers that you have in the fridge and a little bit of heavy cream in the end. The recipe also says extra cheddar cheese, but I think it becomes too cheesy. So I'm just gonna leave it with the heavy cream, and normally I would taste it, but it's way too early for me to eat soup, so I'm going to have to try it a little bit later and adjust if something is missing. I'm going to also link the recipe down below in case you're curious. Into my life and I am glad you came, glad you came. When you're not around, I've been broken. Glad you came, glad you came. I was lost till I fell. Had me wondering why I feel like home.
till the end of time. Cold, will you stay with me? Never leave. You walked into my life and I am glad you came. Glad you came. When you're not around, I've been broken.
So this week is all about organizing stuff around the apartment, baking more, and hopefully spending some more time outdoors, although the weather doesn't seem to be very promising, but I hope we'll make the most out of it. I just baked those buns, which are supposed to be for burgers, but I guess we're just gonna eat them like as for sandwiches or with soup or something like that. It's just that Artem is in a period where he really loves bread, and I'm just gonna attempt to bake a little bit more so we eat more of a homemade bread. They smell really nice and I hope they also taste nice. I'm going to let them cool off a little bit and then we're gonna give them a try. I'm really excited. It was pretty fast. We didn't have to kind of wait for the dough to rise, so it was like a really easy recipe, and whatever we don't finish today, we can then pop in the toaster or in the oven and heat up for another time. And I thought that while the oven is still very hot, I'm going to also make a homemade granola. I really love and crave it these days in this pregnancy, and I've already prepped all my ingredients. I found some cranberries during the weekend, and then I was searching for a recipe, like granola recipe that includes cranberries, so I make some use out of them, and hopefully it turns out great. I'm not a big fan of like grocery shop granola because they're typically full of sugar and like some ingredients that I don't personally like, or some nuts that I avoid. That's why I'm excited to try this recipe out, and we'll give you an update if it's good or not. In any case, I'm going to link it in the description down below for your reference. So let's see the recipe. So we have 2 cups rolled oats. I literally cannot cook without those gadgets. No! 2 cups. Then we have half a cup of raw nuts, almonds, walnuts, or pecans chopped. So we have like a mixture here of primarily almonds. I'm going to remove some of the raisins. I don't like to have so many, and maybe I'm going to chop them. Then we have 1/4 of a cup pumpkin seeds. Good morning. It's such a beautiful day outside. We are heading to the shopping center. There are a couple of things that I would like to buy, primarily home decor stuff and also albums, as we have so many photos that I would like to eventually get organized. I am really trying to get better at this because we have a lot of photos, a lot of videos on the phone, but they're not organized anyhow, so it's like a big mess. And we had a couple of like professionally taken photo shoots for the last 1.5-2 years, so I really want to make sure that we preserve at least those photos in a really nice way. I really hope that today I can find some nice photo albums, and then depending on the albums that I select, I'm going to print out the appropriate sizing of the photos so we can put them on one of the shelves and just have them more accessible, I guess. Rather than just being somewhere on the phone. Yes, we're going. Little one is not very patient in the car, so also in the trolley nowadays, he just wants to walk and run, so I really hope we'll make it work. Also, I want to buy some like photo frames that we can place around the apartment, and yeah, that's basically the agenda. Hopefully I can get those things done, and then while he naps, I can start organizing or maybe show you what we've purchased if we at all purchase something. So see you later. Shopping is done. We are back, ready for a nap hopefully, and then I can show you some of the things we bought today. Yay! So we are back home, and I have some time now to show you what we purchased. Basically everything is related to home decor and just accessories. We have everything in very neutral colors here, so I really want to bring in some color. I'm really in that mood where I want more yellow and blue and pink, and I'm just trying to bring more of those colors at home. So firstly, let's start with this one. It's from English Homes. I really love this pillow. This is exactly my mood right now, like flowers, pink, green, yellow. I love the texture, I love these little details and the colors. So I'm just going to, launder it quite quickly, and then we'll see where I will put it. And maybe I will go back and buy one or two more of these because I really like this pattern. Then that's Adam's jacket. Then I bought these napkins because I really loved also the color combination and the flowers. They just scream spring, and maybe once we have guests or something, friends or family, they could be a nice addition. I also bought a couple of frames. This is the first one, greenish. Really loved it. I don't know where I'm going to place them exactly yet. I think I'm just going to figure out along the way. This is the second one. They're all the same size in terms of photo size. Oh no, that's not true. That's 10 by 15. That's 13 by 18. So I have to keep this in mind when I place an order for the printout of the photo. And this one, I found it to be super cute. It's very small, 10 by 10. So actually they're all different sizes. Yeah, but yeah, nonetheless, love them. So that was from English Home, and then from Pepco, it's more about organizational stuff. So I bought this spray bottle. I found myself a few times needing something like this at home when I'm doing some like homemade spray for cleaning or something like that, and I don't have an available one. So right now I don't need it, but I saw it and I thought maybe I'll need it in the near future, so I'm just gonna buy it, and I love the color combo. But then I bought these kitchen towels because I'm literally wiping the kitchen all the time, and I go through such towels like every day. I use one or two that I put to the laundry at the end of the day, and those are more like for decor. I think I'm just going to place them somewhere in the kitchen for decor, and I will see if I'm actually going to use them. But once again, these covers really attract me, and like the flowers, and then just my mood these days and my theme, so I bought them. Okay, then we have this basket. So I think Xiomon needs something like this where I could just place all his stuff that he uses, like his hair gel, his roll-on, his perfume. So everything is in one place. He likes when everything is neat and organized, and I'm really trying to be better at this. But if you have a toddler, you know that's like quite impossible. I still don't get it how I'm running around the apartment all day long, always doing something, and still everything is like a mess. I'm not sure how this happens. Then I bought those clips, not needing them right now, maybe in summer, but Artem loves playing at my parents' apartment with such clips, so I saw them and I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy for him. And maybe I'll also use them in the future if at least some of these survive. Great. Then I have these storage or drawer containers. I think they are targeted for makeup. I by no means have so much makeup. Probably I could fit all my makeup like in this containment or compartment here, but I still could use it for different things that I have in the drawer. And this is also like a project that I have to tackle before the new baby comes. As I'm trying to, you know, organize a little bit every day, depending on how much time I have, depending on how much power I have. I'm not pushing myself excessively, but I'm really in this nesting period now and I'm just enjoying it. So I thought that those could be really helpful, bought 2 of them, and I'm not exactly sure yet how I'm going to use them, but yeah, give you an update. Then bought a lot of wet napkins because we go through them so quickly. And finally, what I initially went to the shopping center for was to buy some photo albums. Most of them were like very girlish, whereas I wanted to be more neutral. So I bought 2 of those. I wanted to buy actually more, but there were just 2 available, and I think that's for now. Each one of them is for 200 photos, which is quite a lot. I think each one of our photo shoots is like around 100 photos, so that will be more than enough. Yep. And I also bought this one. It's a bigger one. It's for 270 photos, so that's something I'm not quite sure yet what I'm going to use it for, but I really liked it as it's kind of neutral, pleasing to my eyes, and I just bought it and I thought I will see what I use it for. And the prices were so good that I was just like, I'll take it and then figure out along the way. So that was a quick overview of the things we purchased. Thankfully, it didn't take us much time and I was able to find them quite quickly. So it was like less than an hour tour, which I call success. And now I'm going to see what I'll be able to tackle during his nap. So this is what I'm talking about. The shelves in our bedroom are all over the place. They are not properly utilized. Everything is a mess. And I just need to fix this because it's not the way I like it. And just want to make it more nice and beautiful. Okay, this already looks much better. I put to trash many of the things that are expired or we don't use anymore and just focus on what we really use on a daily basis. Of course, here up, it's quite inaccessible. I mean, hard for me to reach. So I'll see what we could put there. Same for the last two shelves. I have to be careful because, you know, Artem can grab them. I'm not quite sure what we're going to put there. But for now, this is how it looks like. I just like that it's clean, somewhat organized, and we have now the space to decide on what to include more. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. I'm done with these cupboards for now. Doesn't look by any means super neat, but it's the best I could do. I try to have somewhat of an organization, but still there are like no rules. But I am happy that everything is now more easily accessible and I still have some free space for stuff that are currently in the washing machine. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm sure it's going to get very messy very soon, but for now, I'm happy with it. Good morning. It's a cold but very beautiful and sunny day. We had a good night's sleep. We're gonna have breakfast now and hopefully head to the zoo. I love bringing Artem there because he can walk, he can run, there are no cars, and most of the time there are also other kids. It's not the perfect weather because it's still kind of cold outside, but at least the sun is out, which brings a better mood. I wanted to show you, I have this basket with me. This is something I bought from IKEA some time ago and it was super affordable, but I use it all the time for laundries and also for organizing things around the apartment. So for example, when I have like different toys and napkins and lotions everywhere across the apartment, I just collect everything in the basket and then bring it here and then organize rather than bringing each individual item. And this is something I try to do with all the rooms because it just saves some steps. It's more efficient, I guess. Now he's doing a mess out of them again, but at least they're all in his room so I can quickly organize them.
Fall to
Good morning. It's a very cold day outside and I still don't have a full plan for the day, but for now I think we're just gonna go out with the car and go buy some stuff for cookies and banana bread that I want to make, and also hopefully pick up the photos that I ordered for the photo albums. So that's in short. Then he's going to nap and then we'll see what the afternoon will bring. Yesterday I found some power to wash my hair in the evening, for which I never regret in the morning, because then my hair is kind of ready for the day, or at least a couple of days ahead. Oops. And not sure how long it's going to last, but at least it looks better than if I just let it dry by itself. Okay. And typically I don't brush the curls very much, just loosen them a little bit so that they stay for as long as possible. Also this set, not sure how visible it is, but yes, this set literally saves me during the coldest days. It's something that I have since last winter, and when it's really cold outside, like -degrees, this is the only thing that really keeps me super warm. And it's also super comfortable, easy to wear, and it's like in 2 parts, and just have some undershirt, and that's it. And it's also very soft, comfortable, but still looking more or less okay. And yeah, I think that's it. While Artem was napping, I baked some cookies. I think this turned out super nice, at least from what I've tried. I also baked for him banana bread. I love baking recently. It's something that I really enjoy doing, especially while he naps or in the evening when he goes to bed. Just really, it's like a sort of meditation, and also the apartment smells really nice afterwards. So it's a win-win. Good morning, it's a beautiful new day, and one of the things I have on my agenda for today is to organize Artem's wardrobe. This is something I try to do every couple of months, because when the wardrobe is organized, the mornings are much less chaotic, everything is just more organized, there is less clutter, and just makes also the laundry routines a little bit more easier. So I'm gonna walk you through what I typically do when we start this process, and hopefully you find some of those tips helpful. Also, I need to mention that Artem woke up at 9 a.m. this morning, which is like a record, so I'm not sure what the day would look like in terms of naps and routines, but we'll try to make the most out of it. So this is Artem's wardrobe. This is where we store most of his clothes. Of course, he has a couple of drawers in the room, but the main stuff right here. And as you can see, it's very cluttered at the moment. It's very hard for me to pick up outfits, especially in the morning. And he also have a lot of like clothes behind, which makes them very hard to access, and I often forget about them. And then in time, I realize that he hasn't worn them at all. So firstly, I'm going to empty everything out. This is an outfit that one of our family friends presented at him when he was a very small baby, and I think he wore it unfortunately 2 or 3 times only, but for sure this won't fit him anymore. So now that everything is already out, I'm going to sort the clothes into 2 categories. First category is the clothes that we keep, and the second that we store because they no longer fit him, it's not the right season, or some of those are even a little bit too big for him. And obviously down the road we do plan on donating the stuff, but for now we're just gonna make the most out of what we have for our second child so that we minimize future purchases. So let's start. So keep, still fitting. This is too small. This PJ is also small. This is one of the best pajamas we purchased him. It's from Benetton. It's such an amazing material. I don't know how many times he wore it, and in general it still fits him, but it's very short on the legs, so I'm just going to take it out for now. Also, I absolutely love this outfit. It's again a present from our very close family friends, and it's super convenient, super cute, but already too short as well. Okay, I needed a little bit of hair up situation. I put away the clothes that we are going to store away, and the pile is actually much smaller than anticipated. And now the rest of the clothes I'm going to fold and organize into categories like everyday outfits, pajamas, outfits for like more special occasions, etc. So that it's easier when I'm trying to reach for something. So I think I'm done with the wardrobe for now. It looks much better. Still, I didn't clean it as much as I wanted, but actually most of the clothes still fit him. So here we have some of the jackets hanging, some shirts, and some like jumpers. Here we have t-shirts that are more like undershirts, or sometimes he sleeps in those. And here we have like more thicker sweaters for outside. Here we have 2 piles of pants. Those are more for outside, whereas those are more like for home and play, because when we're at home, he's most of the time like with the dogs, on the floor, running. It's a big mess all the time, so that's why I prefer to have them in 2 categories. And here we have the pajamas. So we still need to get some PJs for him because most of those that he has are already small, but I also have a lot of PJs in the laundry, which is a sign that I also have to do a laundry run now. And later I'm going to show you some of the drawers with the socks, but for now this is all the time I have, and I'm pretty happy with the result. Here is the pile of clothes that I'm going to store away for now in some container or some big bag, I'll see. Not much, as I said, but still they freed up some extra space in the wardrobe.
I think of all the times we lay looking up out at the stars. Nervous of the way you make me feel. You're setting fire to my heart.
Good morning, it's the weekend. We are up since 6:20 a.m. It's been a very chaotic and loud morning, and now we are heading for a brunch with a very close friend of ours. I'm afraid Artem might fall asleep in the car because he woke up pretty early, so I'm not sure how we're going to proceed from there, but I'm just hoping or looking forward to some nice time with our friend and also to some delicious breakfast, and we'll figure it out along the way. But I'm going to end this vlog here, and I really hope you enjoyed it. I have a lot of fun creating those kind of diaries, and I'm looking forward to creating more. So see you next time. Bye, and have a lovely week ahead.